air? Air is nothing but a mixture of several gases. In that, you can see I have given you a picture. This is called a pie diagram, where you can see that different air components, that is nothing but the different gases which actually mixed and form air. So those percentages are given, right? So suppose in this picture you can see that there is 78% nitrogen present in air and 21% of oxygen, and then the other gases like argon 0.9, then carbon dioxide 0.03%. So like that it all comprises air, right? So other than these gases, what are they present in air? Air is also having water vapor and dust particles, and water vapor present in at a particular time in air is called its humidity. And right now if it is a rainy season, then you can feel the humidity as well, right? So air also contain this dust particles. Now I'll come to the properties of air. What are the properties? There are mainly 4 properties of air. Air occupies, first one, air occupies space. Then number 2, it is needed for burning. Isn't it very interesting? See, if there are no air, or I should say air, if not present, then there is no fire. You cannot light any fire. So it is needed for burning, and it is very important. Then number 3, air exerts pressure. That means if you can feel that in a you just in a room full of air, then you can feel a pressure. Generally in higher altitude, on the mountain top if you go, you can feel this air pressure. Okay, so air exerts pressure, and then only we can feel the air, because as we know that we cannot touch or we cannot see air, right? So only we can feel the pressure. Then number 4, it has weight. Definitely it supposed to have some weight. Now what will happen if we will heat the air, or how the formation of wind is happening? So to know this, we have to know the mechanism. What is the mechanism? That is a natural process, how it is happening. So whenever air got heat, it is becoming lighter in weight, and whenever it is lighter in weight, what will happen? It will go above, or it will rise high, right? So sun's heat causes the air to become warm, and as the warmer air is lighter, it starts rising up, and cooler air being heavier than the warmer air, so it starts moving to take the empty place of the warm air. Now that we can feel as wind. So moving air is called wind, and a gentle wind is called a breeze. A strong wind is called a gale, and a very strong and powerful wind with rain is called storm. Now, what is thunderstorm? A storm that occurs with thunder and lightning, that generally we can visualize in the rainy season, or sometimes whenever there is some depression happens in the ocean or sea, that time only we can experience this thunderstorm. Now I'll come to the different types of breezes. What are they? There are mainly 3 types of breezes which we are going to know in this presentation. That is sea breeze, land breeze, and monsoon breeze. So what is a sea breeze? The cooler air that moves from the sea towards the land during daytime, because in the daytime, in the presence of sun, the air on the land surface will become warmer, so it will become lighter and it will go up, as we already knew, right, how the wind forms. So that time that place becomes empty. So as the cool air is heavier than the warm air, so the cool air from the sea will come and fill the empty place of the warm air, and that only we call it as sea breeze, because it is coming from the sea and it is only happening in the daytime. You can see in this picture, it is very clearly depicted in the picture. And see the down picture, the bottom one, that is of land breeze. So what is land breeze? In the night time, the cooler air from the land will go towards the sea. And why it is? Because in the night, when there is no sun, the surface air becomes cooler on the land, or nearby land area or the surface of the land. So that air then and the sea water is still warm that time. So the sea water, warm water, warm water produces the warm vapor. Okay, from that we'll get the warm air, and that warm air get lighter and it will come towards the land, because land air that time became cool. Okay, and the land air go to the sea. So this is called the land breeze. Now I'll come to the next slide, where you can see this I have got this resources. You can see that why do monsoon occur. So this is actually a presentation I have got. So from there I have you can see, if you just look it very carefully, you can see the resources from where I have just included it into this presentation. So if you want, if you wish, you can go to Google and search for the particular site and you can read it in details. But right now I am just going to just describe you that what are the monsoon breeze. Okay, so why I am using R? Because monsoon breeze are also generally two types, one in summer and one in winter it happens. Okay, so monsoons are massive seasonally changing sea breeze circulations that form due to temperature differences between land and ocean. And you can see that the moisture laden air that moves from sea towards the land during summers is called monsoon breeze or monsoon wind. Okay, this monsoon winds bring the rain, and in India, especially in our country, we get rainfall during rainy season due to this monsoon wind. So during winter season, the reverse happens and the land cools faster than the sea. So the cool, heavy and dry air above the land travel towards the sea, while hot air above the sea rise up. So the air that blows over the land in winter is dry monsoon wind. Hence, no rainfall occurs by these winds. Okay, so now you can understand now that why in our country only we are experiencing the monsoon or the rain in the summer season, because of this reason. Okay, now we'll come to the conclusion of this presentation, that is nothing but the ventilators. Now everything what we have talked about right now, it's about the air in our environment, or an environment situation, right, or an open environment situation. But when you are closed in a room or in a building or in any of the houses or schools or any kind of structural thing when you are surrounded with, so in that area how the air can pass? There the air can pass through either window, that we know that whenever we will open our window in our room, the air can come and the sunlight can come get inside the room, and that's the way we'll get the fresh air and fresh light inside our room. Similarly, ventilators and exhaust fans are generally located at the top portion of the wall of the room, and this is because the air that we breathe out is warmer and impure, right? And as it reach in carbon dioxide, so it rises up and goes out through these ventilators. That means the fresh air actually comes from or get in from the window, and when the room air, which will become warm because of the impurities present in the more of the carbon dioxide, so it will go up, and in that area if we'll have some open spaces like ventilator and exhaust, then only it can move out from our room, and it will become so that our room will become fresh again, because the outside air is coming in, so that has to impure air inside the room also has to go out. Okay, so like this way the ventilator works. So in one line, if I'll say you, that is for fresh air circulation in a closed environment, the ventilators are being used. So I think after going through this, or after watching this video, whatever the air, the components of air, and what is wind, what is breeze, okay, which is called land breeze, or what are the monsoon breezes, so that thing you will definitely understand. So for the upcoming videos, definitely you should subscribe this channel, so that whenever there will be a new video, you can get the notification of it, and I will definitely let you know as well. Okay, so if you like, please write it in the comment section. Thank you.